Hello there, Capricorn. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of February 16th through the 22nd. We are working with the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And so on Monday, Capricorn, the Nine of Swords in reverse. I like it, I like it, I like it. This just means that you had some kind of situation that was overwhelming you. It was giving you a hard time focusing on other things in life because you were really worried about the situation and how it's going to turn out. And so on Monday, what happens is something eases that pressure for you. For some reason, you're not worrying about that situation as much. So either something has gotten better in that situation, or you've done some kind of healing to keep that situation from triggering you. One of those two. But either way, you're able to focus more on regular everyday life on Monday and just kind of get on with things. Now, Tuesday, Ace of Swords, woohoo! Okay, so Ace of Swords just means that you are having some kind of enlightenment on Tuesday. There's some kind of new idea or new perspective coming into you that you didn't have before that is going to just really shed the light on some situations in your life, or maybe on the direction you want to go in your life. But when this new idea or this new perspective comes in, it's going to be like a light bulb type of experience. I mean, things are just going to start clicking for you. You're going to start understanding things in ways that you haven't understood them before. It's very, very helpful, beneficial. Forward progress is what it is. Okay, so that's Tuesday. Now, just to kind of confirm that it's forward progress, Wednesday we have the Six of Swords coming up in reverse. And my Six of Swords in reverse just means that you are making some kind of life change, lifestyle change. So lifestyle change, I rarely see that come up as moving school, moving work location, but sometimes that can come up. Typically, when I see a Six of Swords in reverse, that type of lifestyle change, what we're talking about, is something that makes you more healthy. This can be something like laying off of the drugs, stop drinking, stop smoking, maybe remove gluten from the diet, exercise more, eat more healthy. Any of those things I've seen actually come up as doing a lifestyle change. So this is always a more healthy thing, something that's a very positive thing for you. Now, Thursday. Seven of Coins in reverse. Patience, patience, patience is the key word when this card comes up like this. This just means that there's something that you have done in anticipation of getting something back in return. Now this may be financial, but I've also seen it come up for people in relationship areas where they're trying to build a foundation on the relationship in anticipation that the other person will respond. So it could be about relationship as well. Typically, though, it's about money. I would say 70 to 80% of the time it's about money. Okay? So anyway, what's going on here is that you have done something that you expected to have some kind of payback on. And on Thursday, you really want to collect that payback. You really want that payback to come in. But here's the word. Patience, patience, patience. It's not quite time. It's getting close to time. Spirit can see why you're thinking, oh, maybe it's time, but it's not yet. This is Spirit's way of saying, just be patient. It's not time yet. Hold your horses. Okay, so then on Friday, what we have coming up is we have the Judgment card in reverse. Judgment card in reverse is just, it's the same as Judgment in reverse. You know, whenever we put people under judgment, we judge them for their actions. If we're the person being judged, it feels kind of yucky, doesn't it? And if we're judging, actually, if we're really listening to how it feels inside of ourselves, it feels kind of yucky inside of us, too. But the Judgment card in reverse really is just exactly the opposite of judgment when it comes up for me. It is grace. It is that grace that says, wow, what you just said or did could really insult me or offend me pretty easily. But I don't really know what you're going through and what's going on your part of the situation here, and so I'm just going to let that slide. And it's something that we do completely out of the graciousness of our hearts. It's not something that we do grudgingly. We just do it just because we have it welling up from within us. And so that's what I see. I see Friday, I see some grace coming out of you guys Capricorns. So somebody's going to do something to you on Friday that it would be very easy for you to be insulted or offended by. It would be very easy to jump on that person and just slam them down to the pavement and just slap them silly. What are you doing, you idiot? And that would be the temptation for a lot of people. But We live in a civilized society. We can't do that. We would not be happy with ourselves if we did that anyway, to be honest with you. But what you're going to do actually is you're just going to let it slide. You're not going to do anything foolish like that. You're just going to let it slide. The beautiful thing about when this card comes up too like that is that when you let it slide, what happens is later on, maybe a few hours later, something comes up and you realize why this person came across the way they did. Maybe they didn't come across the way they meant to. Maybe there was really something going on in their life that had them kind of not thinking straight, and so they were doing things out of that not thinking straightedness. But in the end, you end up very happy that you let this slide. So that's a good card, actually. Now, Saturday, King of Clubs in reverse on Saturday. What does this mean? What does this mean? King of Clubs in reverse. All right, so Saturday, what's going on for you, Capricorns, is you have some kind of situation, and it feels to me like for most of you this is a personal situation, not anything to do with work or hobbies or organizations. It's a personal situation, so it's a situation between you and another person. For many of you, especially for you male Capricorns who have children, I'm feeling like this is something with a daughter. So for dads, this is a personal situation with a daughter, and this is a situation that's coming up that you kind of don't know how to handle. You're just at a little bit of a loss of how do I handle this situation? What do I really want to do with this? Okay, so that's for dads with a daughter. I really feel like there's a lot of dads with daughters that are going into that, and I know there's only about 25% of you that are male that watch this, so for me to feel like there's quite a few of you like that, that means probably almost all of you 25% that are watching this that are male. We're probably talking about most of you. Okay, so let's look at, I want to feel around and see what else is going on here. Dads with daughters. A lot of sibling issues. I'm feeling a lot of sibling issues coming into play here too. So I feel like for probably 33% of the rest of you, we're looking at sibling issues. So something with brothers or sisters. In a few cases, cousins that you grew up close to, that type of thing, close blood siblings, same generation as you. Some kind of interpersonal relationship problem that you're not quite sure how to handle. We do have some that are coming up. Wow, all of this is coming up as family. We have some that are coming up as personal problems with parents. Having a hard time getting along with parents on Saturday. Yeah, I really don't feel anything about like having a hard time getting along with friends, having a hard time getting along with partners. This all seems to be blood related for all of you. Yeah, I mean there might be some step parents that have this come up, and in that case it's not blood, but this is typically almost all blood, and you know, there are going to be some cases of some step parents and some step kids and some step siblings, but mostly we're talking about blood family here. All right, so that is that. Just having a situation with somebody where you're not getting along with them as well as you would like. Now, and not knowing what to do about it, not seeing a way to get around that right away. Okay, so Sunday, Two of Coins, Capricorns, that means you're busy on Sunday, busy, 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 but you're handling all your responsibilities and your obligations very gracefully, so that other people just kind of look at you and go, how does he do that? Or how does she do that? It may not feel graceful to you. In fact, it won't feel graceful to you, let's just say that. But from that to an outsider looking in, it just looks like you're handling it just amazingly well. Okay, so that is your week, Capricorn. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, you should be aware I do more than psychic tarot reading. I also do mediumship as well as spiritual healing, so check out my website. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there and you've looked around a little bit, if you still feel like I'm the best person for you to work with, then feel free to contact me. What we'll do is we'll schedule you a session as soon as we possibly can. And for the rest of you, I will see you next week. Peace out, everybody.